Hey there friends, welcome to Paradise. My name's Tori Favreau, the Geelong-Flipper full-time reseller, showing you what it's like. What it's like in the life and as I discover things. I've got a few things to discuss and then we'll go to my little warehouse, or we'll drive there as I chat to you, and we'll have a bit of a conversation about things I have discovered recently. Tori here, Geelong-Flippy. Hey guys, Tori.
Your mate Tori.
It's Geelong-Flipper here.
Geelong-Flipper.
Me, Tori.
Tori here.
Uncle Flip.
I'm Tori.
Tori here.
Tori here, the
Geelong-Flipper.
How you doing? As always, guys, thank you so much for deciding to share your life with me, and I'm glad to be able to share mine with you. I'm Tori Favreau, and I just said that before. I always forget. It's like, I'm like, oh, did you just tune in? No, you didn't. You're literally streaming this or downloaded and played it. You know my name. Maybe I forget my name and I have to say it for reassurance. Hi guys, I think my name's Tori Favreau, the Geelong-Flipper. I also write books. I haven't written for a while. I feel like I've been lacking in a bit of creativity, to be honest, because life has been a bit hectic and a little bit unkind. And if you are new, I've just in the last 10 months lost both of my parents. Not like at the airport, and I don't have air tags on them. Just they're no longer alive. So I've been out of sorts and not really writing. So I've been focusing on business, trying to get stuff done. I know that my parents would want me to do that. So at the moment it's day by day, and I do find heaps of moments of joy, and a lot of it is because of, well, my beautiful fiance Alison, and the other part is because of you guys. Your love, support, sharing, and helping me in my dream to get up to Mackay in Queensland from here in Geelong. It's freezing today. It says it's 10 degrees. It just feels like it's like 2 or 3. And it was funny. I actually had Foulmouth Flipper go check out the YouTube channel, but he suggested to me, I forget to tell you guys where I'm at. So the target basically is through selling either stuff we thrift or stuff we're just moving on. We need to save $15,000 in order to move. $15,000 will be that sweet spot where, you know, basically we can get up there and still have money to live. So I've been selling a lot of stuff through Whatnot. Whatnot's an online streaming auction service where you can run stuff from whatever price you want, pretty much for as long as you want, and people bid, and then you get to send it to them. We've sold a lot of stuff on Whatnot, and it is really, I do believe, largely because of the Geelong-Flipper family. I haven't been giving updates though, and I apologise for that. He's like, people will want to know, and they may want to pop stuff in your PayPal or tip you a bit more during a show if they get some idea of where you're at with everything. So with the Whatnot stuff, a little bit of it is taken for my income, because at the moment I've pretty much been mainly selling there, though my YouTube business is growing again. YouTube, eBay business. I'm talking on YouTube, and a notification just came up from YouTube, so I said it. Imagine it was like, oh, your OnlyFans business is increasing. So where we're at currently is, and unfortunately, I don't know exactly. I just put more money in. I believe out of the 15,000 we need, I sold some Care Bears privately to Paragirl for Life, thanks Kaz, who very generously paid for those. And in addition to some other stuff that I've sold, I just put another $200 into the Mackay account, and we're up to about 6,400. I think it's 6,000 and something. If I remember, I'll put a screenshot in, but I don't see any point in lying about it either. It's definitely over $6,000. You know, pending nothing going wrong in our day-to-day lives that needs me to draw on that. We are actually, don't laugh, we're getting a second offsite at the current one. It's just a Storage King, guys. This one is just a 2x3, and as I'm packing, Ellie doesn't have much. Like, she's not a hoarder like me. But me, I've got books I don't want to get rid of. I've got a lot of stuff I have gotten rid of, but a lot of books in that I haven't. And I think it's more an emotional attachment. In real life, do I need several thousand books? No, I don't. Do I love them? Yeah, I do. So for now, they're making the trip up north with us. When I get up there, I look at them and go, why would I want to get rid of all my Stephen King books when they've brought me so much pleasure? Why would I want to get rid of my Goosebumps stuff or my Dean Koontz and, you know, all my Lee Childs? I've nearly got every Lee Child book in large paperback. By the way, if you get them in a bundle, they go really well on eBay. But yeah, so we're up to over $6,300 or $400. So thank you guys for your generosity on Whatnot. Part of that does get reabsorbed because I do buy stock that I think is interesting to sell on Whatnot. And whatnot. Anyhow, so that's where we're at to. Hopefully that scratches the itch if you're wondering where we're at financially with that. And that is why we're getting the second, it's smaller off-site. Simply that the stuff that we're packing at home can go into that off-site, and we pack and just fill it up with boxes. And then hopefully the idea is that when we are ready to go, that the removal truck or whatever can pretty much fill up from the offsite with minimal pickup at the house. You know, just empty bookcases and stuff like that. And then when it gets to the other joint, it'll go the other way. It's exciting, it's nerve-wracking, but it's happening. Like I've got a huge series of bookcases. They're 3 large bookcases. They're filled with books, and they're half empty. I've packed them. The boxes are just sitting behind the couch, which is a little bit annoying. I wanted to get to something though, after all that crapping on. My sales appear to have been increasing on eBay. Now, I am giving it a bit more love and attention than I was. Like, I'm starting to shake myself out of that doldrum. And I noticed, like, I've been listing and scheduling. So you can schedule up to 3 weeks ahead, which I have. I've scheduled to the end of the month. And but this is September. And so I've scheduled all the way there. And then once I schedule to the absolute limit that you can't go further, I go back to the current day and I start scheduling again as far as I can. I hope that makes sense to you, but all it means is slowly but surely, guys, I'm now listing 2 to 3 items a day, whereas I was only doing 1. My eBay sales, they've gone up. Like yesterday, I believe I got 8, from memory, I got 8 sales. Or 8 sales yesterday and the early hours of this morning. So all of a sudden, that part of my business is picking up again, which is good. And it is a core part of my business. I'm running specials on some shoes. They're ticking over. I'm still making good money. So there's all these little avenues here where the money's starting to come in. It's encouraging me to try to find time in my day to list more. I've been, basically, not feeling good and moping around and just basically focusing on the Whatnot streams. I am listing back on eBay and the results are very pleasant to say the least. Just going to get some food here. If you're not used to me doing this is what I do almost every day. Coffee and a toastie. Creature of habit, I'm a creature of habit. So the young lady who just served me then I don't think she serves me very often, but the girl next to her, I shouldn't say girl, she's a university student. The young lady next to her, I could see her mouthing my order because she knows what I have. So as the lady who is talking to me, I'm explaining what I'm after, I can see the lady who serves me the most going, and I'm like, yep, that's what I have. Okay, so basically, hopefully, guys, you find that this news gives you the kick in the ass that you might need, particularly if you are struggling or thinking that eBay is cruel. It is. It is cruel. But I can tell you right now, if you're not coping for whatever reason, find the times that you can and schedule. My eBay business is picking back up. I'm getting sales. I'm running offers too. But yeah, it is most certainly picking back up. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm already around the other side of the drive-thru. So yeah, I'm hoping like parts of these videos when I do think of something that I'm worrying for you guys, that maybe you're not doing stuff, I do want to kick your bums just a little bit because you asked me to. A lot of people liked the last video where I was a little bit more You need to do this. You need to do that. And so, yeah, look, take it from me. You need to bloody list. If you are entertaining any freaking dreams of being a full-time reseller and eBay is where you're selling, you need to list every stinking day. Something needs to go live every day, whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not. But this is where your Uncle Flip throws you a bone. You don't have to do it every day. Find a day, find a second, do drafts on a day that you feel like drafting, do the photography the next day, and get those damn listings up, but schedule them. Just schedule them. It'll give you the freedom to go, I'm having a bad mental health day. I don't want to do this today. I need to curl up. Don't. Go for a walk in the sun. It's far better for you. I find that even though the grief sometimes threatens to overwhelm me, going to the offsite, you don't have to go for a walk if you're lazy like me, but leave the house. Leave the house, hear other people. You don't have to talk to them. If you don't want to, go get a coffee and just sit in a mall and people watch. Just do it. It's so much better for you. Is there a park at the op? Do I have to stop? Is there a park at the op? Do I have to stop? Park at the op? Do I have to stop? No, it's actually full. Wow. That's kind of different, kind of special and unique for them. Park at the op, park at the op. No. But the other op, the other op's not open yet. 3216 opens up today. Wednesday through Friday. 3216! I love them. But they get a lot of people waiting out the front for the damn thing to open. And sometimes you feel like you're got to fight, especially for the toys. There's a lady there who is a toy seller. Yeah, no worries, mate. Thank you for nothing. I waited for a truck to drive down the road and he couldn't even lift a little baby finger off his baby hand. Son of a gun. Son of a gun, we're going to have a lot of fun on the bayou. Tell me if you know that song. If you do, you're old. But if you do, my mother would be very impressed. Okay, so here's your kick for the day. Get your shit together, right? Get your shit together and make sure you are scheduling your posts. Because, you know, we hear from a lot of people, I don't do this and I don't do that. I'm going to have to be quiet now because Okay. People don't often understand when you start rattling to yourself. But, yeah, scheduling is your best friend. It's starting to make me money again. Also, guys, run promotions. Run promotions on your shit that's not selling. You don't want to keep it, do you? Like, there's not a single thing at that offsite, and I've got over $100,000 worth of stock listed. There's not a single thing that I go, I want that so badly that I hope it never sells. I hope I never make money. Wrong. As much as I love all the stuff, I bought it to sell it. I didn't buy it to smell it. Come on, let's get into the offsite, right? And we're going to talk more on this. We're going to talk about promotions and stuff like that. Yeah. And about storefronts. All of a sudden, I've become helpful. All right, legends, we're at the offsite. We've got a few orders to pick. I'll show you like what they sold for and how much I paid for the stuff. Then once we get that done, I've got the CDs already out into the car for tonight. There aren't as many as I thought, so I do have a few more at home. But for the Whatnot music stream tonight, that will be interesting. I just want to get rid of the DVDs that didn't sell the other day, so I posted them on Facebook. 240 for 99 bucks. So if anyone needs 240 DVDs, $100 will get them to you. But for that amount, I don't want to bloody drop them off, I'll tell you right now. So another good thing too is the fact that now that the Paragirl has paid for her Care Bears, I can get them shipped off, and that will actually clear a fair amount of space for me right behind me, because they're huge. So they are going to be going to Squish Central. Ali's got the garbage bags over there. We double and triple bagged our orders the other day. Some of the parcels were massive. So if you are one of our Whatnot customers and you've received parcels in a rubbish bag, trust me, they were securely packed. We just needed the extra room. So got some neat stuff to go today. Once I've worked my way through all this hoo-ha nonsense. It'll be good if I can get those DVDs out of the way. I think if by the end of the week they're not gone, I'll just donate them around the corner to the op shop that I like there. They sell 4 DVDs for 50 cents. Sometimes there's good ones. I've made good money reselling them. And I think the funny thing is, some of them would sell okay on eBay, but I don't think people want them off Whatnot, which is kind of ironic. Okay. Just getting eBay sorted out. Yes, see, so I can't complain. I went from slowing right down to once I started scheduling. I did $220 yesterday there, which is really, I'm pleased with that. If I do that every day, that's fine. And actually, I may have just sold something on the way here. Yeah, I did. Okay. So yeah, there's nine orders to ship. Whilst I don't have to, I'd prefer to get it done now. Like the most recent one says, as long as it's shipped by Friday. But if I do that, then I put pressure on myself on Friday. So what I'll do over the next 2 days, there's a very high chance that I will just get all the shipping done then to make sure people get their stuff nice and promptly. And that will give me a lazier Friday, because I think I might go and source some more stock on Friday. So that involves a fairly big trip up to Melbourne. And I'm still planning on doing the toy Whatnot. So more pressure, but the toy Whatnots are fun. And last week we made over $1,000. So in one sitting. And in large, thanks to Putty and Andrew for donating all those Care Bears. And to people's kindness in buying the damn things. So I'm going to see how much this all gets in the way of life. We'll be able to grab some of this stuff up. So the first one's interesting. It's an Under Armour shirt. It was one of my dad's, a red Under Armour shirt, and well, it's sort of weird to say, but I got that. You can laugh because it's ironic. I got that one free, and it sold for $29. So I put all that stuff in tub number 32, and it's going to Spain. I mean, how random is that? With all the money and stuff, I would have thought that they wouldn't have. They could buy it there. Maybe Under Armour isn't a thing there. I don't know. Just make sure. Yeah, it is that one. It's medium. So yeah, this was one of my dad's shirts, and it sold for $29. So I'll say thank you, Dad. $29. Better in your family's pocket than dropped at the op. We did donate a lot of clothing to the op though, but it was all serviceable. I just kept a couple of the shirts because he had a lot of RB Sellers shirts. and 2 or 3 more Under Armour ones. And I think it's kind of bittersweet and funny, but my mum was such an organizer. It almost feels like she was like, all right, because, you know, they gave her an actual time that she'd most likely not be here anymore because she had cancer. And she probably went, all right, Vin, we're off to the shops now. I've got to buy you enough clothes to get through the rest of your life. Not realizing that that would only be 10 months. So a lot of the shirts on the racks and that, they hadn't been worn. They'd been taken out of their packets. Though my sister did share a sweet memory with me of Dad saying to her, all right, let's go shopping. Let's do internet shopping. So they did some shopping and got some stuff too. So I think you take from it whatever joy you can, don't you? Oh, okay. So can I reach that without... No, I can't. Okay. These are going to get in my way and be annoying. I think, let's see, tub 48, crunching noises. Oh, thank goodness I can actually see her. She would have been a bit of work to get to. I also do need to check out all the Thomas train sets. You saw me getting pissed off about them the other day. I do need to sort those out because they take up a lot of room, and considering moving, same as the massive T-Rex. I don't know how I'd pack it. So I might really lower the price on that. The Possessed My Little Pony, I think I'm going to auction it. Just whatever it goes for is what it goes for. This cost me $3 and I took an offer for 20. So that's a win. The computer magazines keep on ticking over, so that's pretty neat too. July to December 1997. I think the thing that spins me out about these the most is just the fact that people keep buying them, which is cool as. But like these ones are going overseas to Finland from memory. So I am running these on discount. I think that, yeah, 10% off. And yeah, they're going to, yeah, they're going to Finland. How trippy is that? So $36 for the mags and an additional $56 in postage. All good. It's all money. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It's down there. I'm going to move stuff around. I'll kill the camera for a second. All right, guys. So I have a conundrum. I don't have much room to move in here. A big part is because, check this out. This is what Paragirl bought. So she got these cuties to start off with, all right? Then Foulmouth Flipper calls this one Chungus. Chungus is that big. That's not Photoshop. That's nothing. It's a real one. It's a resoftable. They're quite expensive, and she paid a really, really decent price. So thank you, Kaz. All up, I think it was like 200 and something for the 4 Care Bears. There is a 4th. There's this little singing dude as well. I think I've turned him off. But he sings lullabies and lights up. So there's all those, but they're in my, they're literally in my way. So what I'm going to do is treat them unkindly, okay? And we can all laugh about that. Is that off? Yes, it's off. I think I took the batteries out. Can't remember. But I'm going to bag and tag these little puppies. We will need fresh tape for that. And then I should be able to get the rest of the picking done because I'll be able to move stuff. So bear with me. All bears have been given the prerequisite reseller hug. So that has already been done. Whenever I send off Care Bears or plushies, and it's someone I know, or if someone who watches the show says, hey, can you give it a reseller hug? I get the reseller hug. But I'm going to basically squish these down within separate bags as much as I can. Maybe even lots of 2 so they don't have to travel alone. And then I'll put them all into a bigger bag that I will then proceed to really squash. So Chungus and Peach. He's a peach scented Care Bear. Hop in your carry bag. Get in there. Hop in your carry bag. Okay, so start off. Right, that holds it shut. Now, this is the part where probably it won't help for you guys to have the microphone so close. Don't fall. Okay, I can see you can still hear me, so not that you're missing out on much, it's just the sound of Care Bears taking their deep breath for their big trip. Okay, so now from there, I need to. Someone did suggest vacuum bags, which is a really good suggestion, by the way. It just, I don't want to go buying stuff when we're trying to lessen the load, even though it's just bags. And I don't have a vacuum here. So I think this may be the extent of the actual packaging. Is just going to be how small can I get it? Considering it was as big as a small child, that's not bad. So from there, we'll get the next one. So you see what I mean? Like, they get several layers. It's not the end of the world. And at the end of the day, they are plush. The only thing I've got to be more mindful of with the Night Glow Bear is this little cutie's tummy is plastic, right? So what I'll do is I'll make sure that that is pushed against here, that it'll arrive safely. One thing I'll have to do as well, I didn't even think of this, is I'll pay for it out of my own pocket, but because it's over $100, I'm going to insure it just to make sure that Kaz is covered. Wow, just why you didn't have that against you. Okay. So get in there. Okay, so I feel like Dexter. I actually feel like Dexter. But now I'll go into yet another bag, and then we can get them out of here. I've got Nerf guns down there I need to list. The Nerfs are another thing that I do need to, I don't know how it all works. I'm pretty sure I'll just have to say to the people, just chuck it in the truck. I've wrapped it up. All those bears and stuff, they'll have to go back into tubs. Just the way it is, guys. Moving, I understand. Going to eventually down in the house. Okay, so let's see how small we can make this bag. So everything's in bags, then it's in another bag, but I actually don't know if there'll be much flex. I can see that the air in it is being naughty. And basically all I'm doing is, oops, I just tore it, so that's undone all that for me. It's not the end of the world because I was about to bag it again, but I didn't want to do that quite so fast. It's not sticking because of that the light powder that is sometimes in rubbish bags. Okay, so last one. I don't know what sort of profile. I'm trying to get it down lower so as because they're not heavy as such. They're just big. So I'm basically just trying to lessen the weight profile. These bags aren't the best either. So I'm glad I am using multiple. Ali said that she got the heavy duty bags, and I said, "Oh, where'd you grab them?" And she said, "Aldi." And I went, "Oh, okay. I don't think they'll be." I didn't say this, but I thought, well, I think they'll still tear fairly quickly. I thought we were going to grab for the whatnots. That's why she double and triple bagged stuff. But I thought we were getting the heavy duty ones from Bunnings that are literally used for gardening. But this has done a pretty good job, all things considered, and I'll run some extra tape around it. I know it's not the biggest Care Bear ever, but geez, that thing was huge. And Andrew, if you're watching, thank you. Kaz, if you're watching, thank you. Putty, if you're watching, thank you. And thank you to everyone who has sent Care Bears to me as gifts. No Care Bear that has been given as a gift has been sold. Just so as you guys know, I love them. I love getting them. Feel free to keep sending them as far as I'm concerned. I think they're gorgeous. But yeah, if you're sending something for me to sell, let me know. And of course, I'll do it with gratitude. And don't forget, guys, with sending stuff, make sure you're keeping an eye on the YouTube main channel page to make sure you are sending to the correct address. Because pretty soon that's going to have a Mackay address on it. I'm actually hoping that on what we do, I am hoping that on the way up we get to sidetrack and spend some time with Ellie's parents. Poor buggers having to become my surrogate parents. But yeah, and I like Toowoomba. Toowoomba was like very much a contender. I like it. I like the people. They're always nice to me. I know I've got Flip family in Toowoomba. Alright, Kaz, that's your four Care Bears. So now I've just got to find a way. Oh, I know how to weigh them because I'm a grown up. But I'll send them today. Oh, Dilly Macaroni. Now, that should have bought us some space. There's stock there, Nerf guns. There's a big tub that I just want to get rid of. So I'll get some of the Nerfies out. And let's chuck it there for a hot second. That's the Fisher Price school bus. That's pretty cool. And this does not fit on shelves. I consider it next to useless, to be honest, so put that out there. If Ali wants to keep it, she can, but I don't want it. It's crazy, you know. Like, I've got the psych today, and I'm starting to feel anxious. Yeah, bizarre. Oh, now I've got enough room to get some more stuff done here. A lot of overdue sweeping, that's for sure. But now it's raining, so I better use that tub for good, not evil. And yes, I forgot to put this back on. I was like, why are the levels so quiet? Because you're an idiot? Yeah, okay. There we go. That's better. Now you're back with me again. I've got all this stuff cleared up. Ideally, I just want to get all this stuff done now so as I don't have to return. And that frees up the offsite for Ali to get her work done. So the rest of this shouldn't be too problematic. The floor's dirty, it needs a sweep. Actually made quite a good difference. If you guys haven't seen, I finally did show the contents of that Apple computer, or the Apple computers. So if you are interested in making fair offers, please do contact me. Just go back and have a look at the video, and you can email me or Instagram me. But I would like them to go soon. Okay, so this next one is a Buffy book, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Spike and Drew. Hardcover book. Pretty awesome. And I sold it for $16 and I paid $2 for it. So, yeah, it's good. This one was a really good win. It's in Death Pile Tub 4, wherever I did put that one. Up the top. That's okay. And I can actually see what I'm after. You guys will recognise it if you do more than casually view. You'll have seen when I got it. And it was an absolute banger of a win. So let me grab it. So it was this Popple toy, and Popple turns inside out and into the pouch, right? And I picked it up at Vinnie's in Hoppers Crossing for $2, and I sold it for 90 plus 15 shipping. So I was stoked on that. Next one is just a, well, not just a, it's a $10 book sale, which I'm still very pleased about. It is David Baldacci. Look out, he's like a James Patterson-y sort of author. He's got a ton of books out. He's popular, and it's the 620 Man is the book. Tub 50, please be there we are. There we go. Oh, it's at the top. Someone likes me today. That's awesome. So I paid $2 for this and sold it for $10. $10.80 plus $10 shipping. People do prefer the large format books. I've actually got to speak to a friend of mine. That makes it sound like mafia, but I've got to speak to a friend of mine and see if he wants to bulk buy a lot of my my books, so as I don't take them up north. Okay, so the next one is in Tub F1. That's some shoe. Oh, bugger. Oh, bugger. All right. So when I was up there, I should have stayed up there because I need the two tubs. I'll bring them down. Always the way. Not the end of the world. Bed knobs and broomsticks is one of the things I sold. See, and that is one of the weird things too. It's just like the movie Whatnot sale. A lot of stuff passed in, but part of you just thinks to yourself, well, should I just list it? Like, that's been in my store forever. I paid $1 for it, but you know, it's sold. I made $12. It's how long do you want to hold on to stuff for? And to be honest, once I'm up north, I probably won't care. I'll be happy to hold on to stuff for a while, but it's like, well, how much then do I just piss off through Whatnot and maybe get lesser pricing? And that, dear friends, I don't know. I feel like almost all of this needs to be a clear slate for when we do move, as much as possible anyhow. I know that's not going to happen. This next one was another game I got for $2 and sold it for 14. It's Just Dance. Funny thing is, this one's going overseas. It's the Katy Perry edition. So maybe that's why it's sold. But yeah, I do have games listed up here. Yeah, including Katy Perry's hit single Raw. I think later on there was a Just Dance or Sing It or something, and it was just Katy Perry. But yeah, that's just got this song on there that was very popular. I haven't listened to anything she's done recently, but I used to like her. I don't like a lot of pop music, but yeah, she's all right. That's everything, so that's good. Oh, I've just got to get a pair of shoes. I'll return that other tub back up though. But yeah, it's just a matter of, like, you know, how much do I get rid of now? I mean, what we do for a living always allows us to find more stuff, doesn't it? So it's just one of those things. How much do you take? How much do I need to get my business back up and running immediately? Because we'll be turning our eBay stores off and literally trying to find good stuff on Whatnot to sell, just to keep our heads above water. Because whilst we're on the road, my house will be up for sale, and yeah, I'll keep you abreast of all that too. But once we're out of there, we'll get cleaners and everything in, because I want all the carpets properly cleaned, because we are pet owners of cats. who expressed their displeasure by pissing. So I want to get all that done and up and ready to go. But yeah, I'll still be paying mortgage on the house. Was my very long-winded way of saying words to you just then. Paying mortgage on that, getting ready to go, or moving further up north. Whether we move in with Clint for a little bit, our friend Clint, sorry, just should have elaborated, say as everyone knows who Clint is. If you don't, look back a couple of videos ago and you'll see when I met him for the first time up in Mackay. So yeah, there's all those variables, but guys, I'm still going to be paying a mortgage until the real estate agent sells the place, and I'll still be paying a mortgage up until because I won't make money out of the house, I don't believe. Nothing went up enough in value, unfortunately. There's one of them, Homiped sandal. Yeah, nothing went up enough in value. So it's not a bad thing. I bought during the height of the housing crisis, and as a result, I'll probably owe on a house that I've sold, and that's okay. Like down the track, eventually, once Dad's estate is settled, I'll be able to fix that up and pay for, pay off whatever I owe. But till then, it is just a matter of trying to take it easy and not overcommit to anything. Today, speaking of committing to things, today I'm planning on going out to a car yard and having a look at a van, because I think we'll need it for our trip, both possibly as temporary accommodation as we make our way up the coast, but to also get stuff that we thrift. You knew there'd be something like that in there. We're also going to have to look into how much it costs to airlift the cats versus if we have a van just taking them with us and stopping a lot. Watch your ears. Yeah, because if it's thousands and thousands of dollars, plus I think some of them are due for their shots, it may just be that it's just too much. Don't do that, Tori. They paid enough for this. I was like, I'm trying to fit this in. Oh. Anyhow, I was trying to fit it into an extra small mailer. But they certainly paid enough for a padded one. So we'll get that in there instead. Now, I know it's been a little while since I was talking about this, and hopefully you can forgive me because of the erratic format. But I just, and if you're new too, I've got a touch of autism, so sometimes I jump all over the place, or I might get a bit weird about stuff. So like I get more outraged than probably normal people would. But it is imperative that you guys schedule. I was looking at the stuff thinking, oh yeah, that's because I scheduled that. It is imperative that you do it, please, because these little things are what you need to do to survive. They're what you need to do to survive in this environment when you are thinking, like a lot of people go, oh, I'd love to be full-time. Don't get me wrong, would not change it. It's awesome. It's stressful. And if you're having a bad time, it's bad luck. So let's remove that bad luck for you by just going, yep, I am going to schedule. I'm going to be proactive in that and schedule ahead the full 3 weeks. I used to say back in the day, and our advice will change all the time too. That's why I was actually watching the Commonwealth Picker. He's an American fella by the name of Kevin. And he's been around for some time. He's been reselling almost as long as I have. He's a little bit younger. He keeps calling himself old, which annoys me because he's younger than me. But he was talking the other day, and about people wanting to go full time. And he's like, I'll tell you this now, and then my advice changes, because my circumstances have changed, something's happened. He goes, but one thing I don't recommend is that he said basically, and it's not true of everyone, but he reckons that at least 80% of people who are offering course content on about how to do eBay, I wish I could find the episode. It's fairly recent. If you look at Geelong-Flipper or Commonwealth Picker, both of them are his. But he was talking about how he thinks people who do it are shysters. Because there's so much free content, like there's stuff here, like on this channel. It may not be the best way of presenting it because, one, I've got autism, and two, I'm not making it into teaching content. The irony is I actually have done the schooling to be able to do that. Well, I don't know if it still counts, but I've got Cert 4 in workplace training. Back then, it meant I was able to put together content to teach people. So I'm assuming it still means something like that. All right, so these are Byte magazines. I am going to put them in a padded mailer. I'll put a bit of cardboard on each side too, just so as they make it to Finland. Generally, these boxes are so big that you have to, the magazine bundles are so big you have to put them in boxes. I don't have to with these ones though, thank goodness, which is always nice. And all I'll do here, to lessen the weight, all I do is, you just want the magazines to be able to sort of bounce. So all we do is, I'll just grab them back out, and I'm just going to put it like this, and then just cardboard like that, that it gives it a bit of a buffer. And get a bit more cardboard. I know cardboard's not heavy, but when you're trying to, potentially make money off everything, including the shipping where you can, then you just do it. So we don't use the whole amount of cardboard, just a bit of an overlay. Then that just goes straight in to the padded mailer. And then I will use the international satchel to chuck around all of it. I could have bubble wrapped it, but we're running really low on bubble wrap. We've been so busy. We've not been attending to our consumables the way that we should, which is unfortunate, but it is the truth. We don't sugarcoat. But yeah, I just thought it was interesting that someone with so much experience was straight up saying people who offer courses, he goes, yeah, most of them aren't doing the right thing. That's not to say everyone, but what it does also mean is that whatever you've been taught and paid for, it may change with one update from eBay. It may change everything. Is that person still going to give you updates to those changes? Are they accredited? What's the proof? Like, yeah, we've probably got nearly 2,600 subscribers. That doesn't mean I'm anything other than, well, hopefully likable and entertaining. But I think the only reason our channel, yours and my channel, this channel that we're watching now, is different. And I do say it's our channel because without you guys, I'm nothing. I'm just someone talking to a camera who no one's talking back to, which isn't the case. We've grown a family out of it. But I think the reason why this channel works is that we're also transparent. And you guys write about your mistakes. I show you mine on camera. I show you all my fears and, fuck ups. So there's certainly something to be said about that. There's a beauty in the honesty. I freaking love it so very much. Okay, so I wonder if, wherever possible, I try to fit things into the small set. There's no way that's going to fit in. All right, so, but this one, considering it was a $90 plush, you're going to get a padded bag, mate. You'll still have to fit into a small, but you're going to get a padded bag. Get in there and goodbye. You know how I was saying earlier about stuff like sometimes you wish that you'd keep something? This popple is one of the ones I wish I could keep. And I could have. But you know what? If you saw me when I found it, I went, oh, that's really cool. And I didn't know what it was. Still don't know what popple is, other than the fact it's worth money. And it's exceedingly gorgeous. So I think if I don't know what popple is, there's probably no point in keeping popple. There's no point in keeping popple anyhow. That's another one of the weird things too. As you get older, you're like, who actually is going to want my stuff when I'm dead? Isn't that morbid? It's so morbid. It's like, Ali is younger than me. She's 14 years younger than me. But I don't know. It's talk about a love story. But I know that when I'm gone, she probably want one or two things of mine, that she knew made me happy. Ironically, that may just be keeping the PlayStation 5 and never turning it on. But she, she wouldn't want most of my stuff. She's not into it. Our shared interests are, we like to watch movies together. We love going walking together. More of the, being together things, which obviously all you can pass on is photos and memories of that stuff. But so I think to myself, okay, how long do I, and do you guys ever wonder this yourself? Do you ever think to yourself, okay, I'm getting older. How long as a aging person, I'm in my 50s. It doesn't mean I'm old or whatever, but how much do I keep? At 53, how much stuff do I need to be looking at now? Because I am very visual and tactile, and this stuff does make me happy. But I can tell you right now, even though my parents thought of everything with their stuff, and they were both very, very, didn't have much in terms of physical items for us to have to worry about, it's still been horrible going through their stuff. There's there's been nothing weird, but it's just things like, my sister handled all of my mum's clothing and was sorting through it when mum died, and I've sorted through my dad's clothing. And if you're touching their personal things. So I don't want to do that to Ali, because most of the stuff will just be gone. So, just lots of stuff to consider. It's like, how much longer do I want to stare at my Lego minifigures for? Would I be sad if they all went? There's 2,000 of them. I don't know. And I don't know the freaking answer either. I think that's the worst thing. I don't have the answer. So what do you do when you just don't know? Probably means you should get rid of it. I'll give these. Almost done, by the way. I know I'm talking like off cuff or whatever, but we're almost finished in terms of what we have to do. Like, I don't believe I need to come back here today. You know what? Yesterday I got my work done, even though it was meant to be our day off. We didn't take a day off. But I got all my work done so quickly. I had a cheeky treat and played the PlayStation for like an hour or two. It was good. Oh, and also for those of you who do keep track of things, my 75-inch TV died. I fixed it. It's working again. I don't know how long it'll work, but I got this cord. I ordered this cord for it and plugged it in last night because I had to clear a lot of stuff because at the moment the house has become a bomb shelter again with all the whatnot stuff and me packing. But I fixed it. I got this special cord called a One Connect cord and popped it into the back of the tally, and lo and behold, it's just working again. That may only last for a day or two. I am taking my dad's TV. It's got a 55-inch. And, you know, I'm grateful that I can take it. It's so funny, though, because, like, I went with him to get that TV down at a JB Hi-Fi. And so I've got that memory of doing that with him. And now that TV is going to be mine. I'd already run it past my sister. I said, like, hey, my TV's busted, because it had. Do you care if I take Dad's telly? She's like, no, we don't need it. So, excuse me. I believe I'll still be doing that. All right, so what else is there? Oh, that's going overseas. All right, so I hope it works, because this is a PAL game that is heading off overseas. But where's it going? Canada. Good luck. Though someone said to me that the mail doesn't get stopped in America to go to Canada. So guess we'll find out. But yeah, after all this, I will be going to the to a car yard to see about a van. I know I was saying that ages ago and I finally just finished what I was saying, so I apologise for that. But that's how it is. That's how I talk sometimes. Guys, we've packed up everything. Thank you. Thank you for helping me. And I know that sounds silly, but you got me to do... I don't know. I feel like when I pack with you guys, I'll pop this in the car while we're talking. I feel like when I do this with you guys, you keep me accountable to actually get some shit done. Because otherwise I've got to look at you guys and go, oh yeah, I didn't do that. Oh, I didn't do that either. Yep, didn't do that one. Which is bullshit and part of, you know, myself and many other people's excuse sort of regime that they allow themselves. And no. So when I'm picking with you guys, like, I got tidying done, I got stuff moved around, I got stuff sorted. That's a good outcome. So everything's ready to go. I just need to take it home. I'll try to actually get some shoes listed to Savo. So I'll take these back. Once again, it trips me out. Like these are my father's. And they're Mizunas, whatever they are, but they're brand new. He never wore them. It kind of breaks my heart a little bit. I wish I was the same size foot as him, that I could just wear them and at least honour the fact that, you know, he bought the... But he's a 8.5 and I'm a size 12. He had small feet. Yeah. Anyhow, enough pondering on that. Going to go now to my counselling session. I'm sure I'll be back to blat at you a bit more. And then I'm going to try to race ahead and try to get some more gaming done. Because now the 75-inch is back in play. I might even start streaming it again, because that was fun. I had fun doing that. What was it, Uncle Flip's Games or something? I don't know, it's been so long. But yeah, I've played a fair bit through of Silent Hill by myself. I've been loving it. Big thank you to Hayden for sending it to me. I love you, dude. You're the best. Make sure we see each other before I nick off. We're down to a bit of a time limit. All right, I'll see you guys later. I'm going to flick this off and Scaramouche, can you do the fandango? Yeah. Okay, so basically, I've come home. I went to look at a van. The bloody owner of the car yard wasn't even there. So that was a little bit of a waste. I ate a banh mi. I looked at die-cast cars, and then I came back here and did my post, and I've printed some international on the laser printer. Guys, a lot of you often say, I want to do labels or whatever. Let me tell you right now, your laser printer is your best friend. It lasts forever. These are fantastic. They are game changers, the label printer. But the laser printers, they're about $130 at like Officeworks or your stationer. They're not that expensive. They print thousands of pages, and your post office will give you the adhesive labels to put inside them. So, if you're really stuck, get a $35 inkjet, but they will chew through ink and they'll be very expensive to run. It's better to get one of these, and then every couple of years you need to change the consumable in it. But for now, we printed some out there. There's only a little song to play today, the song of my people. So I'm still going to play it because I love the sound, the music. Ready? Ready for the music? That's what I'm talking about. Put that on Spotify. I'll run it all day. Spotify. What a douchebag. Guys, I'm going to nick off. I've got all my work done everything I needed to do. It's 2:15 in the Arvo. I'm very pleased. I'm going to do some more packing, and I'm just going to get on with it. But for now, the takeaway I want you to take away from the takeaway is simply this. Schedule, 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 schedule. Not everyone agrees with it, and that's fine. You don't have to agree with it. It's working for me. And they're the only lessons I give here, stuff that works for me. Of course, now that I'm scheduling more per day, the money's increasing. But all I'm saying is if you've got a bit of bad mental health or whatever, just for a bit, do what I suggest, and your business will start to pick back up until you're ready to grab the reins and ride that bloody thing through the finish line. All right? I'm going to catch you guys later. Take care. Love yous. Bye.